everybody, Celine here. Today we're going to talk about basic fills. So when we're talking about drumming, usually it's kind of cut into two parts. The first part is your groove, or the drum beat, or the part that is very repetitive, that is played over and over and over and over again to establish a beat that is steady for the rest of the music to play. So when you're playing a groove, it doesn't change very much. It's pretty static. When you play a fill is usually something that's moved around the drum set. It can be played on toms and snare, on bass drum, on cymbals, and a combination of them all. And what the fill has a purpose. So what you need to find out when you are making fills and creating fills is, what is the purpose? Is it to transition you from one feel to another feel? Is it bringing up the music in excitement and making it seem like it's pushing forward, or is it pulling you back? So your fills will serve a purpose. But when you're starting, you just need to learn a few fills to get under your hands so that you have some in your back pocket, so to speak. So you have to memorize a few fills and start adding to that and adding to that and adding to that. And as you add to your fills, you can add to their intricacy and complexity as well. So let's talk about the groove. I'm going to play a groove for you. I'm going to play in 4/4 time. So I'm going to be counting it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm going to play that for 8 measures, just so you can hear that happen for 8 bars. Ready? 2, 3, 4. That was 8 bars of a groove. So now to mix it up, I'm going to add a fill. I'm going to play 4 bars total that will loop. So I'm going to play 3 bars of the groove, so 3 groupings of 4 beats, then 1 bar of 4 of the fill. So it's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that time I played 2 4-measure phrases of exactly the same thing. Now I didn't add anything extra, I just stayed very simple, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm going to play a little more complex one for you. Not that complex, but enough that it'll be a little bit more interesting so that you can figure out where to move. It's going to be the same rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. I'm just going to move to different parts so that you can hear that it can have a little bit more texture. So when you're thinking about fills, you want to think not just about the rhythm itself, because that's the first part of constructing a fill, but you also want to think about orchestration. So what orchestration is like, what instruments are you going to use? Are you going to use cymbals? Are you going to use these high sounds? Are you going to use a high sound of your snare drum, or medium sounds of your toms, or low sounds of your bass drum? Those are orchestration choices. Those are choices left up to the drummer. So this time I'm just going to do a slightly different orchestration. I'm going to use both my right floor tom and my snare drum at the same time, and I'm going to build it so it sounds like we're building into something a little more exciting. So now we have a little bit of a different texture. Same 4 beats in the fill, same rhythm being used, but by changing the orchestration, you have a completely different sound. Another fill that you can use that is just by mixing up rhythms. And I encourage you guys to write out something called a fill matrix, which is to write out rhythms that you know, and then start using them and mixing and matching and seeing which ones you really like. Because fills are very much about finding what you like and finding what works for the music. And that is just built over time, just like any other language. If you only have 3 words to use, those are the only 3 words that you will use. And learning is very much like putting money in a piggy bank. You can never take anything out of there that you didn't already put in. So now that we've talked about the 4-beat fill, which is the full bar, which I've been demonstrating, I'm going to show you the 2-beat fill. So I'm going to do a 2-beat fill, but I'm just going to play a different rhythm. I'm going to play 3E and a, 4E and a. So what I'm going to play 3.5 bars of groove, and then I'm going to play 3E and a, 4E and a are the last 2 beats of the last bar. So I play just the bar of the fill. It's going to go 1 and 2 and 3E and a, 4E and a. So I'll do that again. 1 and 2 and 3E and a, 4E and a. So now if I add that into the context of what I was playing before, I'll use the same groove. I'm going to do 3.5 bars. So 3 bars of 4 plus 2 more beats, and then I'm going to play 3E and a, 4E and a right here. So now you can hear that my fill is shorter, but it is still taking place in time. Now I'm going to show you the 1-beat fill. So what that fills is it's filling beat 4 only. So we're going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and fill, or 1 and 2 and 3 and fill and a, or 1 and 2 and 3 and boo-boo-doo-doo. Whatever you're playing, you're going to fill only beat 4. Okay? So we're going to do this, just 1 bar to give you that demonstration. Or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Or 1, 2, 3. So you can move it around, you can keep it stationary, you can move it wherever you want, but you have to fill only that 1 beat so that you are still landing on beat 1 back into your groove. So I'm going to play that for you. Play as a 4-bar phrase, just like the other phrases, but only filling on beat 4. A 1-beat fill in those last fills. So as you can see, fills can be varied as well. So you don't have to play the same thing over and over again. You can change it up a little bit. But the important things about fills are making sure they're in time, making sure that they fit with the style of the music that you're playing, and making sure that you're always coming back to the groove. Now, as a beginner drummer, you just have to build up that repertoire, start memorizing rhythms, start memorizing patterns, and you can bring that into your body. And the more that you do that, the easier it becomes and the better you'll be. I hope this lesson was good for you all. Have a great day.